Yeah, what's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys is doing absolutely great. Today, I want to share with you how to make this
3D logo design.
You wanna show me now and forever. No, you'll never be alone again. All day, oh yeah, all day.
jumping into this. Let's check the intro.
Diko graphics skills with creativity.
Please consider subscribing to our YouTube channel and click the bell to be notified when we post new videos.
So without wasting much of our time, guys, let's dive into today's tutorial. Yeah, good day, guys. Welcome back to Diko graphic design training. I believe we're all doing great. Happy Sunday to you all. Today, I want to share with you how you can make a 3D business logo on your Android smartphone using your PixelLab, and how you can present the logo on a mockup using amazing logo mockup. So without wasting much of our time, let's get started. Let me walk you through how you can achieve this. The first thing we're going to do, I'm going to import this particular frame. You can type a royal frame on Google, then you are going to get this. So I'm going to lock it. Now after that, I'm going to shape, then have the shape being cropped just as this, then position it manually inside just as this. So after that, the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to give it my desired color. So I'm going to the color area, then give it this particular color texture. Then after that, I'm going to lock the two together. I'm going to merge it together. Then after merging, the next thing I'm going to do is to tap on the relative position and position to the center. Then after that, what I'm going to do next is to go to the text area just as this. Then I will type agilidia, which you can see agilidia. So we have this. Then I will go to the font, use a vertical font, bold here. Then I will go to and I might decided not to make it a bold. Let's use a semi bold. Then I will go to reduce the size. There should be a space in between, just as this, a little space. Then I will go to curve, just curve, just as this. Then I will position it inside, curve very well to something like a 95, which you can see, right? So the next thing I'm going to do is to just increase the size a little bit, as you can see, or reducing the size. So reducing the size will make me to go back to the curve area. So going to the curve area, I will be able to, and let me give it a space in between. There should be a space so that it can actually fit in. So perfect. Now go to the curve, then we will now have opportunity to curve very well. So let's curve just as this. Go to the curve area, curve. Then let's go to rotation. Let's go to rotation. Then we'll rotate a little bit, and everything is perfect, right? So we'll go to the relative position and we'll have it positioned to the center. So move it a bit. Now go to the shape. Your radius to be 100, opacity to be 0. Then your stroke should be something like 3. So reduce it by cropping. Then we'll go to the color area. We give it a white color. So let's position it inside as a kind of a demarcation. So position inside like this as a kind of a demarcation. Okay, perfect. Now we can use the relative position to position this. Then we'll move it up a little bit. So now after achieving that, I'll move it down a little bit. So after achieving that, the next thing we can do is to shift this up a little bit. So we're going to shift that a little bit up, and everything will actually plumb. So we'll have this Ajay Lydia. So after that, and we can still move it up a little bit to creating a space in between, but should not spoil our dream. So it could just be like this. Then we'll go to the font area where we type AL. We type AL. So we'll go to the font. So let's select this removed spoiler. Uh, so let's choose Ike font. So we'll have an Ike font, or let's check a brush, street brush. There is a font called street brush. So let's check that. So this should be able to go for it. So we increase the size and have it position here. Very good. So we have AL. So now good. Everything is actually cool, right? So the next thing we're going to do, since we have already put the initial, we're going to go on with other write-up. So for instance, I'm going here, just type AJ, AJ. Then I'm going to the font area where I'm going to use let's check this J. Then I'm increasing the size a bit. Just let's check. Increasing the size. Use padding to the left and to the right. So you have something like this when you use that. So we can reduce the size. Sorry. So let me just off the data for disturbance. So we'll have this. So we can increase the size. So
Don't
after
forget to
that,
hit the
the next thing
subscribe
we
button
can
and the
do
bell icon.
is to just copy. Then we have Lee dear. We have Lee dear. Okay, cool. So we have this. As you can see, Ajay Lee dear. So we have this. Very cool. So the next thing we can do after that is to just give it a size, increase the size, just as perfect as this. Reduce it a little bit so it's cool like this. So have it position here. Then we are going to position this here as well. Okay. Then we are going to increase the size to this. So increase the size. Let's check the size for this. There's 158 and this should be 150. Okay, cool. But there should be a breathing space in between it. So it needs to be arranged properly. So we can allow this to enter here while this will be around there. Actually there. Okay, cool. So now after that, after achieving the two, the next thing we're going to do is to make sure that we put a justification to it and we'll make it centralized very properly. So that's the next thing. So let's go to font area. So I'm going to highlight just Y. Then I'm going to the font. So let me be changing the font and see how it look. So let's look at this. Is it really work? No, it doesn't work. So let's check others. So is this actually work? No, it doesn't work. Let's check another one. I'm only interested in that one. So this should be okay, right? This is okay. So now I'm going to change the font for the two, right? So what I'm going to do next is to just merge the two first. Then I'm going to position it to the center. I'm going to merge. So let's merge the two together. Then position it just as this. turn on the grid if possible. Then you are going to measure and position to the center very well, just as this. So after that, we go to the color area. So we give a color just as this, and we'll apply the color to this as well. Okay, and we can just come here, and then we'll have this just a kind of something like this. Okay, so should be cool like this, right? So we'll have something of this nature. So should be cool, just as this. So I'm trying to give a perfect color for it. So after that, the next thing we can do to make everything plumb as you can see it is to just put a brand. So we go to the text area, we'll go here where we'll have a leader brand. Then we'll go to the font area where we'll have Biba font. We'll have a Biba font. So we increase the size, have the position and manage here, just as you can see. So we come here, then we'll put here. So we'll have something like this for Lydia, so that this could be perfect and everything here. So we
Don't
can
forget to hit the
increase the
subscribe
size
button and the bell icon.
just a bit to perfect. Then we'll come here, we'll have something like this. So this is making sense, right? So what we're going to do next, we create a space in between this, just a little bit. Then after that, we increase the size for this. We increase the size for this. Then the next thing we can do after increasing the size, we are going to creating a space in between this. If possible, we can just give it a what? Just bold it, just as this. Bold it, okay? But we don't need to. So let's back. This is cool, right? So the next thing we can do after that is to just put a kind of a demarcation. There should be a demarcation in between. So I'm having this. There should be a kind of a demarcation and it's end there. So just let it be around here. Okay. So put it here. So we have a color to be given to that, just as this. Then I'm going to just bring up all the shape. I mean social media and I can. Just for instance, WhatsApp. So just pick a circle like this to cut it in. Then we're going to position it around there. You let the shape be the same. Okay, perfect. So now we are going to go to our gallery again. We use the circle as usual. Then we'll crop just as this. Okay, good. So the next thing we can do is to just come here. Then we have a jelly there, just as perfect as this. A jelly there. Okay, so what we are going to do is to just manage all this into this, just one after the other. Then we give it our own desired color. Just for instance, we give it this, then we board it just as perfect as this. Then after that, we are going to creating a breathing space anyway. So we are going to create this breathing space. So this should be here. While we position this around here, so let's reduce the size a bit. Then we are going to just copy. Then we position here. Well, we are going to centralize later. So we'll go back to this place, a circle, just crop out, then we'll reduce and reposition, just reposition. Then use this movement arrow to centralize properly, just as this. Then we'll go there to select the last one, which is Twitter. Then we do the same thing as Isha, just as perfect as this. Then we'll crop. The next thing we are going to do is to just position well, just as perfect as this. Okay, so after that, the next thing to do is to just let's merge the two, the three, then centralize. Okay, perfect. So we are going to do the same thing here by copy, just copy, then reposition, just as perfect as this. Then we are going to reposition this. Let it come down to create a breathing space. Okay, and then let this go up a bit. Okay, we'll adjust this as well. Okay, so let's increase it a bit and let it grow up. Now copy and I have it positioned around here. Okay, perfect. So we are done with everything, and this is just a simple way on how you can come up with a 3D business logo on your Android smartphone using your PixelLab. So right now I'm going to save it with transparent background, as you can see. So after saving, we are moving and heading directly to our Photopea. I'm going to show you how you can come up with something amazing and appealing, just as this. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to just select everything, select, just make sure you select everything, then you centralize it, centralize just as this. Then to put a finishing touch, reselect everything, just as this, select everything. Then we are going to move it this time around, just to put it at the center. Then after that, the next thing we are going to do, I'm going to resave again. So I'm going to resave. Then we are moving directly to our Photopea. So this is our Photopea, as you can see. When you log into, when you click type www.photopea.com on your Chrome browser, then you load it, you come and arrive to this place. This is the Photopea interface. Then the next thing you are going to do is to click open from computer. Click on your file, locate where you have the marker being saved. Just tap it, then you wait to load. So now it's loading. Let's see. It's loading, so you have to wait for a few seconds for it to finish it. So now it's done. Tap on the layer. This is the layer. After tapping on it, double click, then hide the logo there, hide the logo here. So you hide it, right? Then you head it to file, open and place. Design we made on our phone now, on our PixelLab. So I'm going to bring it in to this particular place. So now I'm bringing it. So sorry. So when you look at it, it's already here. I move it up, then I'm going to hold the dot icon that surround it. We call it undo icon. I will hold it, then I will stretch it out so that the result will not be too small. So now I've positioned it very well again. So I'm scroll up again. Click on the file and tap save with smart objects. If you didn't extract your markup or you are using a RAM markup, there is possibility that smart object will not be shown. So when you see smart object updated, just tap on the markup here, then you wait for the result to show. So in no time, the result will display. Then we can go see whether we can further by editing it or we leave it the way it transformed. If there is no any further necessary for editing, we will just save and our logo is ready. So let's wait. Let's just wait. It take a little times. Okay, everything is what is cool, and we have our result. So let's just save it. We don't need to edit further. So let's save as a PNG, then save, then download. Now we'll view the result and see the results. So you look at the result, very cool and awesome. So this is just a simple way, or now you can make a 3D business logo on your Android smartphone using your PixelLab, and how you can present it on a mockup using Photopea on your smartphone. Thanks for watching. I believe we'll learn something. God bless you.